You cannot build character and courage by taking away people's initiative and independence. Those who write clearly have readers, those who write obscurely have commentators. Our safety, our liberty, depends upon preserving the Constitution of the United States as our fathers made it inviolate. The people of the United States are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. My father taught me to work, he did not teach me to love it. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, we must think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. This country, with its institutions, belongs to the people who inhabit it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it, or their revolutionary right to dismember it or overthrow it. A capacity, and taste, for reading, gives access to whatever has already been discovered by others. It is the key, or one of the keys, to the already solved problems. And not only so, it gives a relish, and facility, for successfully pursuing the, yet, unsolved ones. If I were to try to read, much less answer, all the attacks made on me, this shop might as well be closed for any other business. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing so until the end. If the end brings me out all right, what's said against me won't amount to anything. If the end brings me out wrong, 10 angels swearing I was right would make no difference. Force is all-conquering, but its victories are short-lived. Abraham Lincoln. You cannot lift the wage earner up by pulling the wage payer down. You can't make a weak man strong by making a strong man weak. I believe the Bible is the best gift God has ever given to man. All the good from the Savior of the world is communicated to us through this book. A woman is the only thing I am afraid of that I know will not hurt me. If friendship is your weakest point, then you are the strongest person in the world.
You cannot have the right to do what is wrong. Congressmen who willfully take action during wartime that damages morale and undermine the military are saboteurs and should be arrested, exiled, or hung. A tendency to melancholy, let it be observed, is a misfortune, not a fault.
Take all that you can of this book upon reason, and the balance on faith, and you will live and die a happier man. When a skeptic expressed surprise to see him reading a Bible. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and, under a just God cannot retain it. Don't criticize them, they are just what we would be under similar circumstances. It is said an Eastern monarch once charged his wise man to invent him a sentence to be ever in view, and which should be true and appropriate in all times and situations. They presented him the words, "And this too shall pass away." How much it expresses! How chastening in the hour of pride! How consoling in the depths of affliction! Get books, sit yourself down anywhere, and go to reading them yourself. Die when I may. I want it said of me by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. Honor to the soldier and sailor everywhere, who bravely bears his country's cause. Honor, also, to the citizen who cares for his brother in the field and serves, as he best can, the same cause. Stand with anyone that is right, stand with him while he is right and part with him when he goes wrong. If this country is ever demoralized, it will come from trying to live without work. Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end you are sure to succeed. Allow the president to invade a neighboring nation, whenever he shall deem it necessary to repel an invasion, and you allow him to do so whenever he may choose to say he deems it necessary for such purpose, and you allow him to make war at pleasure. If, today, he should choose to say he thinks it necessary to invade Canada to prevent the British from invading us, how could you stop him? You may say to him, I see no probability of the British invading us, but he will say to you, be silent, I see it, if you don't.